Ahoy! It's Dave Landau, and you're watching Andy Smith, the coolest comic book creator around. Just ask his mom. I have. All hail Comicsgate! Bam! 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 Ahoy, friends. It's me, Dave Landau. After a long night on stage, I like to kick back with a captain's hat and a fine cigar and watch the Dennis and Andy show. These guys are huge nerds, but they're the kind that you actually want to hang out with. Enjoy them. I do.
Shut up and sit down.
Certified badass.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of Kor-Drath. Day 1 is not actually officially over yet, so you still have time to get that fantastic black and white Bud Root cover for a few more hours. I am here. I just want to check in. It seems like the thing to do. Check in after the first 24, during the first 24. Hello, Rob Brown, Kor-Drath. Son of Liberty Radio. I'm first. Unfortunately, Rob Brown beat you to it. You're looking forward to the book. I love it. Thank you so much. I think instead of trading cards, CG creators should agree on a game system and make cards for a card game like Magic or Pokemon. Whew, that is above my pay grade. I don't know much about that stuff at all. Demonized is here. Let's see. With Andy at 3:30 in the afternoon. It's okay. You were out there doing the work last night. Happy to see where the campaign is at. Hello. Man, I tell you. Oh no, Andy's hair fell out. Did it? Did I lose some hair, Dennis?
Yeah, you did. It must have fell off. I think all that Rogaine or transplants just didn't stick overnight. You were up too late.
I guess not. Hello. Thank you so much, guys. There's Dan Lawless, the guy that colors the cover so brilliantly, so majestically. I can't speak right now. I did stay up, Dennis. I don't know if you know this, till 4 a.m. So that means we kicked off at about 6. I went to 4. My ass was in this seat 98% of the time, except when I had to get up and go get a bottle opener for my beer. 10 hours straight. My channel, Ethan's channel, John Malin's channel. Good googly moogly.
It was a late night. You beat me. I only stayed up till about 2:30.
Well,
And
thank
then
you,
I
Stephen.
crashed. I was watching John's thing while I was sitting here working. Might as well get something useful done.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. That's a good idea. But yeah, so we thought we'd check in. Val's in the house. Hello, Dr.
Hey, Val.
Mask. Jumped over where the cool kids are. Well, we try to be the cool kids. Such a funny show last night. It was a great show last night. Kor-Drath looks badass. Thank you. I appreciate it
I
so
was going to
much.
say, I thought we had a lot of fun on our show, and then you went on the Kings, and the Kings had some great topics, and then John had some pretty good topics. So it was a long and yet very fun night.
It was, and this is where we're at right now. $38,771, 497 backers. We're going to be on here for a little bit. The link is pinned to the top. My wrenches are posting the link. Thank you guys. It's also down below. Let's get this. I don't ask for much. Let's just get this to 500 backers while we're streaming. 3 backers. We should be able to do that. And like I said, you got less. It is 3:30. 24 hours is 6 o'clock. And that's 2.5 hours from now. And then this bad boy is taken down. So if you want the Bud Root black and white cover, you got 2.5 hours to get it. And then it's coming down. Dan's correct. You look like you were getting pretty tired. Oh, dude, trust me, I was. I was fading.
Whoa, it's the other way around. I tried ditching Andy, but like really bad toe fungus, it keeps coming back no matter how much spray you put in your toes.
Oh, Dennis, I'm like herpes. I'm the gift that keeps on giving.
Herpes.
Every now and then it burns when you pee.
You know
and
what they
think of
tell
me.
you to fix that? A little dabble do ya.
And did you hear what I said? I said, every now and then when it burns the pee, you can think of me. I'm like an ST. I'm
At
like
least you rhymed it. At least you rhymed it.
I'm like an STD. I rhymed it 3 times. Yo, whenever you pee, if it burns real bad, think of me. I'm like an STD. So that's right. Yeah, get this Bud Root cover. However, you can always just get it all tier, which is, look at that, Kor-Drath, all the Kor-Drath covers, including Buds in full color, including the black line art, and of course the artist edition. Everything. And this does not come down. That black and white cover does not come out of this. Oh no, it stays right there.
That is a good bundle. I see 17 people already picked up on it. I mean, you get a lot. You get a lot.
Of course, I just, besides obviously there's my cover, Dan Lawless, you are the man. The wraparound, I really wish Indiegogo could show things bigger, but they have a certain format, because this would be a lot cooler if you could see it bigger here, because it is a wraparound. But yeah, so the covers, but I tell you, one of my favorite things. Oh, and look at that. Bud Roots cover sold. I talked to Bud this afternoon. Chris, thank you so much. I talked to Bud this afternoon and told him what it sold for. And I believe his exact words were, "Holy crap, how'd you do that?" And see, Bud's not totally up on Indiegogo and stuff. He actually mentioned one time before I launched the campaign, after I did the cover and asked him if I could sell it, he said, "What's the auction going to be?" And I said, "No, but it's not an auction. It's on Indiegogo. We set the price." And then, so, he goes, "How'd you do that?" And I said, "Dude, I just set a price and it sold within the first 45 minutes, I think."
Yeah, it was well within the first hour. I couldn't believe it when he said, "Oh, and it's gone." And I'm like, wow, that did not take long at all.
No.
But it was such a big, fantastic piece. If you guys didn't see it, you can go back on the DNA channel and go back and see. We went to Bud Root's house to actually get the physical piece of art from him, and we streamed right live from his house. Man, That was a lot of fun. We threw some football out beforehand. It was a good time. Bud is a great artist. He really is.
Great artist, great gentleman, all around sweetheart.
Good friend.
Very good friend of the show. T-shirt looks fantastic. Thank you, Dan. I wish I could take credit in the design, but it is all St. Clair's.
I wish we could order them right now. Honestly, I would be cutting sleeves off and wearing them.
I actually got in today a mock-up, so once I get the final, I can show it. Everybody's doing beanies, Dennis. So I got a mock-up for the beanie.
Nice.
So thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that.
Thank
very
you,
much.
Rob. This is retro ad number 4, by the way. So just to let everybody know, this is retro ad number 4. So anyhow, I got a mock-up for a beanie with the Kor-Drath logo. It looks awesome. I said, you go move forward so they can make a real nice presentation mock-up that I can show. Sleeveless tees, Dennis can make them that way himself.
Yeah, that's what I have to do. They don't come that way. I checked.
Yep, they don't. So yeah, like Dan pointed out, this is if Dennis was a baseball guy, I say he hit a home run with this. We basically just chatted and said, what should we do for the ad? And
we were talking about beer. That was the one thing we talked about earlier.
That was it.
We should do a beer ad because we both like doing it. We did a live stream after First Man from the brewery. I mean, it just kind of makes sense. We both like it. We have different tastes in beer. So I mean, it would be natural just to come up with something.
Yep. And you went with the old Looney Tunes. It's duck season and it's wabbit season. And it's funny, John Malin picked up on that right away when we were talking about it last night.
He did.
Unbelievable that I was actually online 12 hours ago. That is kind of crazy.
Right. The biggest question was, what do we call the beer? I mean, that's the big thing. So we were sitting there. I mean, I came up with a bunch of cool different ones. I was like, yeah, that's all right. That's all right. But I really wanted something that tied in with Kor-Drath, the Barbarians. And then I was thinking, got to have an axe in there. And I was like, well, what else do you call beer? Mead, ale. So I kind of went through and I'm like, oh my God, axe me. And I actually said axe mead. And then this whole thing blew up in my head. Next thing I know, I called Andy and he's like, dude, go with it. So I said, he goes, we need to work on this. And I said, I'll put a script together. I sent it over to him that night and ta-da.
Ta-da, yeah.
There it is. I'm a Looney Tunes. I'm a cartoon fan. So yeah, for me, this was cool.
And it's hard to read the label besides the big text that says axe me. Underneath it says established 3 O period E period. That is a time frame for this world. Dan wants to know if I can zoom in on it. I can do better than that, Dan. I can. I was going to actually tell you what the label said, but I'll do better. I will open up the JPEG.
Oh yeah.
Of it. Yeah, I'll just open up the JPEG of it to show you the ad itself. So let me grab that real quick. I closed that down fast because I wanted to. I got to go through some files here, and files are boring that nobody needs to see. But hold on, I think I found it. I did.
Well,
so let me.
We got one question, and I know it was asked yesterday, but we got definitely a lot of new people in here. Will you be selling the parody ad, Andy?
Oh, I used to have it sitting right next to me. I moved it. I haven't decided yet. When I sold the parody ad original art for First Man Volume 2, I didn't put it up until, I don't know. I don't even know if I put it up when the campaign was, I think I put it up when the campaign was in demand. So I don't know yet. It's really one of those things that as of right now, I don't plan on putting it up, but you never know. The reason it was easier for me to let go of the First Man one is because I already have one, because I've done 2 First Man parody ads. So it was easy. So I still have one, just like I still had the very first parody ad, which was with my character Ultra. I've got the First Man parody ad. Now I have this one. So I don't know, but let me zoom in on this a little more. So you can see the beer label says New Age Brewing, Axe Me, established 3 OE, and then down here, Axe Mead beer. So there you go.
We were going to put in, it was too big, the Axe Mead Tribal Brewing Company, but it was just too big for the label.
Wait, hold on. Rob says, is there some place where all 4 retro ads can be seen? Well, Rob, I'm hoping you own First Man Volume 1 and Volume 2, because that's 2 out of 4. And the first one was in Jungle Lords Ultra, which you could actually still get. So, but they're
Do you
not.
remember what they all are? Andy, why don't you let everybody know what the other 3 parody ads were?
Hold on. Parody poster. That could be. We could think about that. The first one, if put it this way, I was thinking about explaining what they were, and the reason I hesitated until Dennis brought it up is because it'd be better to show than tell, but it would take me a little bit to find them on my computer. But maybe I'll do a graphic with all 4 of them and just, post it on Twitter with all 4. So maybe I'll do that. So if you follow me on Twitter, cool. Rob, Twitter or Facebook, if you follow me there, you can I'll try and get a graphic up in the next few days spotlighting all 4 parody ads. And Hyperkais, you did post a link to Jungle Lords. I've not closed that campaign yet. So you can still get that. The reason I did not do an add-on for Jungle Lords for this campaign is because the quantity is very limited as of now. So because, I only get a few every now and then from the Jungle Lords actual campaign page, I'm great. And I can just go, time to shut it down. But if I were to put it up here, it'd be a limited number. So Rob says that would be great. I follow you on Facebook. Sounds good, Rob. I'll get him up there. Val wants a naked version of Kor-Drath. I'd rather have a naked version of Adriana or Lilith myself. I already showed that one, Dennis.
Yeah, something hit the key. Whoa.
So, yeah, I mean, Dennis, wouldn't you rather see Adriana or Lilith naked than Kor-Drath?
Well, for me, my vote absolutely would be Adriana for a very particular reason.
Oh, the entire book. Redheads. The entire book, not the guy. Sure, Val, not the guy. Wink. I get it. Not the guy. No, there will not be a full nude version of this.
We talked about it. And,
no, we didn't. We didn't talk about a full nude version of this
book.
Well,
no, but we talked about like having like full nude pages and stuff like that versus like the whole book. And we did say, basically we wanted something that even kids in high school could take this book and sit there in the classroom and read. And, they couldn't do something that was Playboy-esque.
That's right. So no, there will not be a nude version of this book. So,
but there will be some. It is not a rated PG book by any means. No, and there will be sex scenes.
Well. So anyhow, back to the campaign page. Oh, Rob Brown getting real personal about Kor-Drath. Maybe he cut his hair maybe he cut the carpet to match the drapes.
That's beyond. That's up to the artist.
So there's the shirt which people are buying. So that's awesome. That is very good. And well, I don't. So Dennis, what do you think? I was asking Aaron, and he keeps his up because it is at the bottom of the page. But now that the cover's sold, I feel like I should take it down.
No, I'd leave it up.
Leave it up. All right. Maybe. Yep. Well, what if
I would leave it up? I mean, honestly.
What if I put just sold next to it, or you don't just leave it up?
Well, it says it right in, on the tiers. Yeah. It says sold right there. I think we're good.
All right. And then here, of course, you can get, if you miss First Man, you can get my cover for volume 1 and 2 or Bart's cover for volume 1 and 2. Mix and match. Get all 4. And
but they are limited.
They are limited. They are. Or the 8-page Intrepid Ash Can. You can also get, if you want, 8 pages. Intrepid and Kerr, the bad guy, were created by Bart Sears. This was written by Bart Sears, drawn by me. Back when we first did Ominous Press, finally seeing print in its own little ash can. I did see. Oh, so Oh, I know, Agent Cub. I'm sorry, it's not rated G. I know. I mean, we could put in a scene of like Bambi, a deer getting killed, and you could think Bambi. That's
no Bambi meets Godzilla.
No.
Foot comes down, Bambi.
But we will once I pull down. So here's a little tease. Once I take down the 24-hour cover right here, Richie Dupe, what is up, Hale? Once I take down the 24-hour cover right here, I'm going to add the first stretch goal, so you can go, oh, we need to get the there. One of my favorites. I ordered Intrepid. Has he appeared elsewhere? No, he hasn't. First appearance right here. There was a drawing I did of him that, if you remember that magazine that came out in the mid 90s, that was kind of like Wizard. It was from Overstreet, called Fan Magazine. There was a write-up about Bart, Sears and Ominous Press, and they did use a little spot illustration of Intrepid in it, but no. So anyhow, once this comes down, the first stretch goal goes up. Let's see, there was something I did want to, Mr. Hunt says, so Andy, was your hair the same color as Kor-Drath, or was that wig you wore wearing your merkin? It was my merkin. Yeah. Actually, it's Dennis's. He let me borrow it. So
some of us don't need.
I wish he would have washed it. I wish he would have washed it before I put it on. I did tell Dennis, a real friend would grow his, because Dennis used to have a mullet. So I think he should, he should find a picture to upload so we can show it tomorrow on the DNA show with Anna.
You know what? I'll pull the pictures down. I'll actually give you the before and after pictures, because I did donate my hair to Locks of Love.
Right. And you should grow it out again and donate it to me. Locks of Love. Dennis's Locks of Love.
It's gray now. You'd have to settle for a little gray.
I'll take it. That's what I got going on the face. It'll match just fine. Just fine. Let's see here.
Well, guys, we're only one away from 500 backers, so we need one more backer to at least hit 500.
Oh, that'd be great. Well, look at that. Thank you, Dennis. One away from 500. Let's get the 500 during this live stream. Agent Cub, I agree. Need to get this to 100K. I was talking to Aaron last night, and he said that this campaign did more on its first day than Wraith of God did on its first day last year. So that gives Dennis and I high hopes.
I mean, this is a brand new book. You know, it's straight from, concept on up. So, I think that's why Wraith of God's doing so well, is the first one was good and everybody's excited. They were going to go pick up the second one. So we're at that ground stage. We'll build it up.
Let me read this full screen for a reason. Dr. Mask, what do you think about putting the Bud Root cover up for streams here and there like Shane did for Inglorious Rex? I think, maybe, I don't know. I'll consider it, I guess. Right? I'll consider it. There you go. Randy Howell. Hello.
Randy's in the house. Welcome, Randy.
So hopefully adding a beanie to the campaign in the next week or so. It is really cool looking. Like I said, a black beanie with the Kor-Drath logo, but the outline going around the logo, so it pops as red. Very cool. So that'll be added. Might add old shot glass. Got to see about getting a comp made up of that first. I got to ask Aaron more about that, because with Kor-Drath, I mean, you'd think shot glass, right? So who knows? Maybe.
I don't know. I'm thinking axe mead myself.
Well, here's the funny thing. Everybody likes the ad. What if? Oh, Mr. Hunt says, have you considered a stretch goal being Bud's black and white cover being embossed like the 90s white embossed Human Torch cover? Oh, I know what you're saying. I haven't. Oh. I totally forgot about those. The one that comes to mind, didn't they do that on Fantastic Four as well?
Yeah, Avengers, Fantastic Four, plus then you had a bunch of them. like Helena. A lot of those Chaos books and stuff had them.
I think what would be
those are
cooler,
cool.
and seriously, thank you for the $5 and the idea. I actually think what would be cooler as a stretch goal is taking Bud's. Let's get down to it. Whoa, too far. Come on. Taking this cover by Bud and doing a spot gloss on her figure and the Dark Worm. That would be cool. A nice spot gloss on them to really shine and separate. Look at this. These guys know. Let's see. A beer stein. I mean, a beer stein would have to be a tier because I can't even imagine what a beer stein would cost to get made. But what I was going to say is, let's see if you're right. You say Fantastic Four 371, and because I'm such a pal, I like to look these things up. What I was going to say is maybe, and let me see what Dennis thinks of this. So Marcus suggested a beer stein. I think that could be a little pricey.
That I love the idea, Marcus, because I do have a bunch of different beer steins, going from NASA ones to actual German ones to Star Trek ones. But that would be so cost prohibitive. I mean, it definitely could be a stretch goal.
No, there's no way it could be a stretch goal. So I don't know if you can see this. I know Dennis is holding it up too, but here's the Fantastic Four one. I think a nice spot gloss. But keep the black pencils. Oh, Pork Hunt for $5 says it was Fantastic Four. Yep, pulled it up, but keep the black pencil lines so they're textured. I see what you're saying. I kind of like spot gloss. I think spot gloss, I got to be honest, it depends on what the campaign does, because doing something like this embossing is not cheap. It is not cheap. But doing a spot gloss, that is in the realm of possibility. The other thing I was going to say,
we'd have to find out, but I had just picked up Lady Death at this last convention. It's kind of funny. It's one I used to own, and it was a 9/8 slabbed one. So I figured it's the same thing. It was an embossed one, raised back from 1996.
Oh. Randy has an idea that's not bad at all for $5. I don't want to forget what I was going to say. I was going to say people do like the parody ad a lot. So we could also think about a die cut sticker of the beer label itself. So it'd be that oval beer label as a sticker. Just a thought. But Randy says Renee liked the Bud Root cover. She loves this cover. She's so cute. Renee is. Yeah. I mean, so Lilneth is too. Don't get me wrong. Perhaps she could draw a Lilneth sticker, and Bart could do a Kor-Drath sticker. That's not a bad idea. Once again, because obviously I'd want to make it worth their time and pay them. We just have to see what the campaign does, and that's not a bad idea for a stretch goal. So we will thank you very much, Randy. I'm going to write that one down as well as these other ones. Didn't Graham do spot gloss in a Chenu? I believe he did. The Chenu is over there on my bookshelf, so I can't go grab it. Yeah, man, this is what you were talking about right here. Boom, 371. Paul Ryan drew the art. Look at that. I even know that. So yes, you were right on with that.
Those are cool covers. Don't get me wrong. And since we got all of you on there, I'm putting the link in there. A lot of you are on Andy's art channel that are watching this. Make sure you guys go over to my channel, the one that Andy and I do our shows and stuff on, usually on Wednesdays, the DNA show. So make sure you subscribe to that one.
Who's on the show tomorrow, Dennis?
Both of them. What?
Dennis, who's on the DNA show tomorrow?
Anna, that Star Wars girl, is our guest at 5:00 tomorrow.
5 Eastern.
Yep. So very excited. I'm sure I get to talk a little Star Trek, Star Wars. Can't wait to actually talk to her in person. That's actually very much looking forward to having that much fun tomorrow. I know we've got Mike Barron. We're going to be on his show in the morning, I think at 11. We've got Anna on our show. And because there's so much going on tomorrow, I won't be over at Andy's doing it, so I'll be here. And then we've got Billy Tucci tomorrow night, I think at 9 on his.
Oh, nice.
So
Paul
we're gonna
Ryan,
be
he
busy.
sure did. And wait, question: is the artist edition limited time or throughout the campaign? It is throughout the campaign. It will not be coming down. 500 backers. Let's hit refresh. And after that, we're going to do a little show and tell. I've got some books that I recently picked up I want to show you guys. And I think Dennis got something in the mail. I'm just hearing a big truck out there. Let's see. Somebody said we did hit 5. Let's see. 501. Thank you, guys. Oh, look at that. Now we're a backer and change away from 39,000. So, guys, let's get it going. Get it going on. Prater, the issue of FF was the first and only one I got when I was a kid. Never got to a shop. Opened it up when I got home to see Invisible Woman in that cutaway suit and hope Mom didn't see. LOL. I have that issue, actually, with the white embossed cover. Paul Ryan did it. Paul Ryan was a friend of mine. He unfortunately passed away I believe it's 6 years ago now. Really talented artist. So, another great Mr. Hunt, $5. You should ask Anna to cosplay Adriana and other CG characters for her next calendar. You know, I think it'd be great if she did a CG cosplay calendar. The hard part,
we'll talk to her, but when she's on the show, that would be a great one to pop up on the screen tomorrow.
Yeah, I think the hard part, and I could be wrong, is it's easy doing known characters because it's easier to find pre-made stuff maybe, but like Adriana would be harder. She'd have to really build the costume. So would like even White from Arts Black and White. She wouldn't be that tough. She would be tough because she'd still have to make it. I don't know. Heather Swain be pretty easy because it's a specific t-shirt and jeans, but I do like the idea. So let's do a little show and tell. Let's see. Can I make this? I didn't want to do that. Well, that doesn't bother me.
Oh.
But there's no Dennis. So, no, that's no good. No, I mean, I don't mind that. All right, we'll just do this. We'll get back to the campaign. We'll do this. A little show and tell. So I don't know if you guys have heard of a store called Ollie's. And Ollie's I got the Barbarian. Oh, dude, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So Ollie's is a store that has good stuff cheap. That's their slogan, good stuff cheap. And they have a huge selection of trade paperbacks and hardcovers, super, super, super discounted. So I was there yesterday and I picked up 3 hardcovers. And unfortunately, it's book 2, 3, and 4. They didn't have book 1. So Dennis will have to pick up book 1 for himself. I picked up book 2 for myself, and then 2, 3, and 4 for him. What's Val saying? I saw Penumbra. Penumbra or Lilneth, B.O.K. male and female CG poster book. I mean, Penumbra is in the Visions one he's doing now. So anyhow, check this out. Dennis hasn't seen these yet. Look at that cover price. Is it in focus? Not really.
No.
Cover price $14.95. It's a thick book. Look at that.
It's nice.
Nice hardcover. It's World of Warcraft Volume 2. Now, the reason I picked up Volume 2 for myself is because I inked some of Mike Bowden's artwork inside the book. I inked like 4 or 5 pages. It's like a decade ago. And they never sent me one. So I want to have a hardcover. And it was only $4. I want my $4. So Dennis, next time I see him, will be getting, look at this, 3 books.
Look at that.
That World of
Got a little bit of
Warcraft
spot gloss on it. I mean, seriously. That's it. That's just like,
yeah, see, this is spot gloss.
awesome.
The logo spot gloss. So picture Bud's cover with spot gloss like that as a stretch goal. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, man. You say checking Ollie's, stay with it. Over time, gotten all the DC Noir hardcovers. They had, and I already own it, of course, but they had the Jim Lee pencil edition of Justice League, the oversized hardcover, just showing his pencils. $5. $5, but I already own it. The reason I went there is because a friend of mine online posted this nice hardcover slipcase that's about this thick of like 5 or 6 different Avengers hardcovers. Like I said, in a nice slipcase, retails for $500. He got it at Ollie's for less than $100. They did not have it at this Ollie's, but
Andy,
so I picked.
Do a refresh.
Do a refresh. You let me know when to do it, and I will do it.
I did.
I know. Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at that. 504. Now we're just, I mean, honestly, guys, I'm just saying we're only 6 away from 510, right, Dennis? Just 6. I think we can do it.
Well, next goal, we're almost at 40.
That's right. Next one, 40. At 40, Dennis does a shot. Oh, God, he has something. Holy shit, he does. Hold on. What do we got there? Straight bourbon whiskey.
James T. Kirk.
Oh, you're not going to open that. That's Star Trek, you dick.
Whoa. No, not for 40,000. This baby's not getting cracked open for 40,000. Let's see. I could open up my Klingon blood wine.
You need to show both of these on the stream tomorrow with Anna.
Oh yeah, I'll have them. We were going with Graham and Aaron last night, but man, we had so much going on. And then for you, Andy, since you don't really drink, there is your Star Trek sparkling water.
Oh, beautiful! I love sparkling water.
And I can't find. I actually do have Romulan ale, but I don't know where it went to. I'm wondering if I had moved it into my reading room. I have to go find it.
I think what you mean to say is you have Romulan ass. That's what you have.
Nope. Only ale. I would never get ass like that.
So I got this.
Ass, no bad ass.
Dennis, I think I might. I don't know if I should. We always show campaigns we're looking at. I'm pretty sure I showed you this, but you're not as big as an art guy as I am. Maybe I didn't. Dave Finch, Monday Night Draw. This is why I wish you were coming over tomorrow, Dennis, for the show live that we're doing with Anna. Because this book is gorgeous. I will be doing one of my book looks where I pick a book and flip through it. These are all drawings that Dave did on a Monday night on his stream during COVID is when he started. He did full color paintings while he was doing it. I mean, There's just great black and white stuff in here. This book is just phenomenal. He's making me think maybe Anna, I want to do.
I will try and find that tonight for the show tomorrow. I only could find the 3 on short notice last night because they were in a completely different part of the house.
Well, you've got 24 hours before.
I do. I got time.
Miss Anna comes on, and I don't need you disappointing us and making us look bad, Dennis. We need our best. What's this we? We need our best foot forward to have an esteemed guest like Anna on. So maybe you could wear sleeves, Dennis. I'm just saying.
Whoa. You know what? If I wear sleeves, it's going to be my Spock shirt where he's doing the signs. That way AJ can say something.
So yeah, so if you didn't get this book, hopefully you can still get it from, I think you could probably get it from the Essential Sequential website. Who knows? Maybe Dennis will be a pal and go to essentialsequential.com and see if it's still for sale. It's a really good book. I will do a book look video on it for you guys. I got a really cool postcard of a painting that Dave did. I assume these are his characters. That's also in the book. A few stickers. The book is signed. And then another book I got, which, you know, if you grew up in the time of comics that Dennis and I did, what is he saying? Andy wants Dennis in his house. I wonder why. Because when we do our show, my back aches, and you can't see it on camera when we're sitting next to each other, but he gives me a nice little back rub. Okay? We're confident. We are super comfortable in our male sexuality, and him giving me a back rub is fine. It's 2022. If he wants to rub my back with lotion and oils There's nothing wrong with that.
Wow, I'm just starting to get Silence of the Lambs right here. I'm not rubbing the lotion in, Andy. I am just not doing that. But to answer your actual real question, that book is still available on essentialsequential.com.
There you go. Send an invite to Anna. I mean, I can do that. I'll do that. And thank you for the $2 for that. I will send it to her privately, and if she is available and wants to pop on
and there's
early,
Chad. Welcome, Chad.
He's more than welcome to. The problem is, if she pops on now and gets a sense of Dennis, she might not ever want to come on again.
No, she would love to come on and talk, because her and I could talk Star Trek and Star Wars. I'll have to find out if she does Battlestar Galactica, The Expanse, basically any sci-fi. So this will be fun. Mark back the secret link for the 24-hour cover and sign-up trading card, and added the ash can. We'll also back the hardcover edition before the campaign ends. Thank you, Mark. That's fantastic. And Pork says, put the lotion in the basket, Andy. Don't encourage Andy. Don't encourage him, guys. So while we're waiting, I did get mail. Now, obviously, we were streaming all day. I did not make it out to the post office, the mailbox, to see what great things showed up. But I did get a comic book in the mail. So I'm going to hold up the cards. These are the cards. Maybe you guys can guess what this is. Maybe some of you guys back this campaign. I do love the trading cards. I think turned out really nice. So kudos to that. Any ideas?
What the campaign you got is?
Yep.
I don't know.
So I got the books here. Here, I'll set them by my barbarian helmet. Well, this will give it away. So I'm going to show you some of the pictures. So my bundle came. Joe's in the house.
What's up, Joe? Your bundle? Oh, here, I'll full screen
Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. So very excited. I backed this one a while ago. So I was very, very happy to see that, I didn't even get my mail till today, which is why otherwise I would have showed it to you yesterday, because I didn't leave this seat until 2:30 in the morning. These turned out nice. They got a bit of gloss on them. I think they're very nice. Obviously, I have not had a chance to read it. Been a little busy doing this. But no, everybody, what do you guys think? I think this looks great. I actually can't wait to read it. Maybe I'll find time tonight late or crawl into bed. I did really like that one. And finally, Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. So while we're doing that, let me get the book out. Oh, we got another new one. Hey, Mr. Turner, great last name. Oh, look at that. All right. And then, so I wound up getting, there's, really love it. I really can't wait to pop this one out and read it. I probably should. I'll pop one out right now just so we can everybody look at it.
B.A. Turner. There is a good Turner out there. I knew it.
We're probably long lost relatives.
I don't know if that's his real profile picture. You really got hit with the ugly stick, Dennis. Just saying.
Whoa. Maybe it was just the brains that I got in the family.
Amish Ninja wants to know if I have any of the Modern Masters interview books. You silly goose. Yeah, I've got like 10 of them. I don't have them all. I'm only missing a couple, but I got them when they came out. So, Dennis going to pop one out on stream. Where's Shane's sound effects? Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. No. So anyway, I actually really can't wait to read this. So I was really thrilled that this showed up, and when I just and everything like that, and I thought, I'll check because I didn't check yesterday, and there it was. So very excited, very excited.
Is that the one where Jack the Ripper's killing vampires? Joe wants to know.
Well, let me see. Jack the Ripper, Vampire Slayer. Nope, not at all.
Nope, didn't think so. So another book that I got.
Unlike Brie Larson, I can express sarcasm and have people understand that it's sarcasm.
That's true. That's true. But you don't bat your eyes like she does.
I don't.
You could.
I don't. By the way, my eye is getting better. For those of you that didn't know, I was behind in my script writing, and Andy punched me over and over again.
I swear to God, if you get that nasty eye,
my eye was red, man, red.
If you get that nasty eye close to the screen, I am removing you. So don't even do it. Oh, this is a good comment. The artist edition I want to see IDW do is Alan Davis. Can't believe they haven't yet. That would be awesome. And I would even contribute the 2 Alan Davis pages I have, but generally they like to do full books. But I would contribute. So the other book I got, so I grew up, Dennis and I grew up reading. Zaid Comics says, congrats. Thank you so much,
Zaid's
Phil.
in the house.
Thank you. I grew up big time X-Men drawn by Dave Cockrum. And this book is just came out. It's Dave Cockrum, The Life and Art of Dave Cockrum from Tomorrow's Publishing. It is 160 pages right here. It goes through Dave's career from, beginning up until when he passed away. It's got a lot of copy, of course, which I love because I love reading about Dave, but it does have artwork spattered throughout, of course, through the time periods and stuff. And I got to tell you, there were parts of the book, obviously towards the end of his life, that you get a little emotional just because of what he went through with his health problems and things like that. He really was a great artist, and I didn't even know this was coming out. So when I saw this at the shop, was it a couple weeks ago, I was very glad to get it. One of his favorite characters was John Carter, and he always wanted to do a John Carter book, which he never
That's
did.
A bummer.
Another favorite character, which he actually did do one issue, part of most of the issue was Green Lantern. And he did do most of an issue of Green Lantern, which was awesome. And I love that book. So if you're a Dave Cockrum fan, I really recommend this book. I will be doing a book on this one as well at some point. So you can check those out. Didn't Dave do Legion of Superheroes and come up with this year? Yes, he did. Dave started at DC on the Legion of Superheroes with assisting Murphy Anderson. And then something came up, and I think Murphy said, I just read the book too, I should know this. Murphy couldn't do it, so he recommended Dave, and Dave did it, and Murphy inked them. And then it got to a point where Dave, I believe, was inking his own Legion stuff. He redesigned a bunch of the Legion of Superheroes costumes as well. So that's really cool. Pork says, I got to work on a story with Dave's White Patty. Wow. Yeah, I agree. I think Dave's costume designs are awesome. They were sleek. They were elegant. They got the point across. They weren't totally junked up. So, yeah, I love his costume designs. So there, that's a good book. I would definitely check it out as well. What are you laughing at?
I missed Derail's comment.
Dennis works best under hostile. He does. He actually does work best.
Which, of course, is every day.
Every day. It's not every day. It's almost every day. But it's not every day. But yes, become a character in Kor-Drath. We will have a scene that takes place at a pub. Would that be the right word for back then?
Actually, we'll call it a tavern/inn. Because I think they're going to need new horses, so it will be a cool scene, and it'll be part of an adventuring group.
There you go. I believe Dave did not. I thought John Romita Sr. designed Wolverine's original costume. Tavern, that's the word I was looking for. So I'd never be good on one of those game shows where you have to kind of guess the word and stuff.
Oh, you mean know things? Yes.
Right. I'd never be good where you have to get questioned about knowing things. Right. Exactly. Like my anniversary, my wife's birthday, my daughter's birthday, Dennis's birthday. Psych, Dennis's birthday is December 10th, 1968. 69. Sorry, 69. See,
but you did get it right eventually. See, very good, Hyper. He did fail his intelligence check and his wisdom check and his constitution check.
I didn't even know what INT stood for.
Intelligence.
I get that now.
See? That's the gaming part of nerds.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, look at that. This is smart. A tabernacle. I like that. You should trademark that
and call it a tabernacle. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Rolled a 1 apparently. Val, that comment will not be shown. Let's see. That's right. Click the share button. Get the word out.
And then once again, I'm putting up my channel. So those of you who haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to it. I do quick flips. So when the new comic books come out, I'll do that. I'll do full reviews on it. So I will probably be doing a full review of the Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. And then I will also put out great stuff in toys like I did when I put the USS Enterprise Playmobil together. I did an unboxing video, and then I did it when it was complete after 3 hours of putting that sucker together. But it was well worth it in the end. So I do put up all kinds of fun videos, Eagle Moss stuff, but a lot of it is very comic heavy. A lot of you guys have been asking me to start doing stuff on some of the gaming stuff, so I might do that. And anyway, just make sure you guys sign up, subscribe to that, and then you can join us. Sometimes we go on Andy's, sometimes we go on mine. So that way you're covered no matter what we do, especially when it comes to Kor-Drath. And
that's right. And like Dennis said, we'll be on tomorrow. We'll be on the Baron and Earl's show at 11 a.m. Eastern time. We'll be there. And then tomorrow afternoon, we have, of course, our 5 o'clock DNA show with Anna, that Star Wars girl. So we'll definitely be doing that. And then 9 o'clock tomorrow night on Billy Tootsie's channel to talk about the project as well. And then, like Billy Tucci says, but wait, there's more. On Thursday night at 11 p.m. on Michael Bancroft's channel. So late night. Do you think the Cowboys season is done? Yes. They have apparently said they're going to stick with Cooper Rush, the backup for the QB, until Dak comes back. I will say that if he blows it this weekend, I highly doubt they're going to do that and give him another week. I wouldn't be surprised if they let him. Obviously, he'll play this weekend. But if Cooper Rush doesn't do a good job at QB, I think they'll get somebody else. Genuine Comics, hello. I want to see something here. Andy, the inks on Kor-Drath look quite different. The First Man are using a different technique. I sure am. Whenever I do a job, and this was when I was working in the mainstream, I'll usually I'll look at the job and be like, oh, this is a main superhero job like First Man, and to me that's more. I guess you could say for First Man, it's more happy, it's more mainstream superhero, light and airy because there's a bit of humor in First Man. So I don't do lots of shadows and stuff like that because I want to have that more open feel. Whereas Kor-Drath is supposed to be grittier because it's a barbarian fantasy adventure. So I'm trying to give it a grittier feel. I'll probably do more shadows in it and stuff with the black ink, just to kind of give it that, separate the two in aesthetics. So there you go. Jerry said Dak's not going on IR for an 8-week injury. Yeah, I know.
Jerry does say a lot of things.
He definitely does. Probably doing Jimmy's next week. I believe he's set up already. And we have a little bit of time between once we finish the DNA show and stuff. So probably Jimmy's channel next week, I believe. Let me see what else we got going on here. Oh, what is this? Tron, Andy, you're welcome to join Bills Mafia. Go Bills. Yeah, wait, hold on. I know it was a while ago, but I believe there was a time in the Super Bowl the Bills did not fare too well against the Cowboys. Now, no, Dennis, not yet. Not yet. Let me finish. Put the gang sign down.
4 times.
Put it down, Dennis. Put it down. Put it down. I'm just saying the Bills are AFC, so I don't really have an AFC team. So I'm totally down if the Bills go all the way to the Super Bowl. But depending on the NFC team in the Super Bowl, and I'm honest enough to admit it won't be the Cowboys. Now, I can't say that about Dennis over there, who will not admit the Packers won't be in the Super Bowl. We know they won't. But the NFC team that does play, if it is the Bills, it just depends. It just depends. I love questions like this. Do you use dip nibs or technical pens to get the Kor-Drath look? It's a very good question. I just bought a new box of a dozen Hunt 102 nibs because the one I had was getting kind of old. So I'll be using the Hunt 102 nib and a brush for most of the inking in Kor-Drath. Packers going to the play. Right. They go to the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers chokes because his man bun looks stupid. And they sit on the couch for the rest of the season and watch the Super Bowl at home. I know.
And it's still better than back. It's kind of like our fantasy football teams. I am in second place. I, of course, won. Andy didn't just lose. He got obliterated by Amish Ninja, who you did see in the chat, like 109-44.
I mean, it was rigged.
I think his quarterback and running back had as many points as your entire team.
Well, if my quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, didn't shit the bed, I might have done a little better.
Well, I still can't believe you picked him.
I can't either.
I stayed away from Aaron, and I stayed away from all the Cowboy players. I have 0 on my team. That's why I'm going to win.
How's your wife taking the news that she needs a new quarterback, by the way?
Haven't really talked to her yet.
Does she even know?
No. It depends. I have not really seen her because she's been in meetings, and I got back in from mowing the lawn before I came up here. I got cleaned up. She was back in meetings, so I don't know. I don't even know if she looked to see if she won or lost.
Oh. Who's number 1, by the way?
Chad. He beat you. He scored the most points in the league. He decimated you. And no, I don't have pink eye. Andy punches me really hard when I'm late.
He don't have pink eye. He got stink eye.
Dudes, I actually had to go to the doctor. I usually don't do that stuff. But, I mean, it was really bad a few days ago. I did. I took the camera and I put it right up to my eye. And Andy's like, dude, I'm just going to turn your camera off.
I'm just going to throw up right now and turn your camera off. Exactly.
Yeah, it was bad. Don't know what happened. It happened right after our live stream at Andy's house on Wednesday.
Red M's A. Dela Cruz asked, maybe I missed if you said so, but did you use rougher stock of paper on this Kor-Drath? Oh, definitely not. I use Strathmore 300 series smooth, and rougher stock and a 102 Hunt pen point don't really work well together because it can snag on the tooth of the paper. So no, I'll keep using the same paper. Packers let me down this week, even cheered for Cowboys against Brady, and they let me down too. Bad week for football. It's like I told Dennis after the Packers loss, I knew there was something flaky about Aaron Rodgers because of his man bun. And after that Packers loss, because he's my fantasy player and I got no points from Aaron Rodgers, I then realized at that time that Aaron Rodgers is bye because he bent me over and really hard after that Packers game.
Well, you know what? There's a reason why even if he was available, I wasn't going to pick him. And we talk kind of big, but 25, we only had 25% of our starting offensive line and 0 of our starting wide receivers. So you still hope that even with no starters out there, so the Vikings basically played our backup team plus Aaron Rodgers. So, it is what it is. I hoped, but no. So once they get their guys back, it'll be like we have the last few years. We'll lose a few in the beginning, and then we start getting our stride, and then we go. Packers have no wide receivers, correct?
I mean,
and the Giants one. I mean, seriously, Paterzo needs to be on this one. I'm surprised he hasn't been. I have to text him.
Are you kidding me? The Giants won, the Eagles won, and didn't the Commanders win?
Does that mean everybody won except the Cowboys?
Yeah, that's kind of the point I was getting to.
Wow. So they're in the same position that your fantasy team is, dead last and praying for something.
Oh, that's
wow. Got that, everybody? Andy was at a loss of words. I don't know if that's ever happened before. Mark this calendar date down. 4:31 p.m. Tuesday, September 13th, 2022. Andy couldn't come up with words.
It's just, words hurt, Dennis. Just saying.
But hey, just getting back to the Bills, I was a big fan of the Bills, not as big as the Packers, but in the AFC. Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, I mean, that was the team. They were the best regular season team I've ever seen over those years. Didn't they go like 4 out of 5 or 4 out of 6 years and lost?
Did the delusional Cowboy fans really expect to beat Brady? No. I talked big shit with Dennis and Bart in a private chat we have where we bust balls about football before. But no, I did not go into that game with any hopes of Dallas beating Brady and the Buccaneers.
It was funny.
Which was nice because when you go into a game with those hopes, when the game's over, you're not pissed off at your team because they did what you thought they were going to do. Yep. So it worked just fine.
Yep. I will admit that chat was funny. I had tears in my eyes.
Oh, did you have tears in your eyes?
I did. It was so damn funny. But then again, I suppose you were the butt of most of the jokes.
I'm always the butt of the jokes, Dennis.
Oh, AJ showed up. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
So, AJ, we were just talking. I might or might not wear sleeves tomorrow for Anna if I wear one of my Star Trek shirts. So I'm just letting you know. I might be there for you for the second time this year.
Oh, wow. Look at that. You might dress up. Well, you did dress up last night with Con.
Come on. I do not have the body of Ricardo Montalban. And yes, for those of you who didn't know, that actually was his real physique in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. He did, as he put it, lots and lots and lots of push-ups in order to get into shape. So he was old school. He didn't have all the fancy stuff. He did push-ups. So kudos, Ricardo.
Oh, wow. Good for him. I did not know that either. So good for him that he did that. What do I got here? Oh, nothing. All right, let's see. Let's catch up. That's right. I agree with Randy Howe. Let's get it to 40K. We're at 504 backers. Let's keep it going.
We went live at what, 6 yesterday?
6 o'clock. So an hour and a half from now. Let me get back to it. An hour and a half from now. Agent Cub, you really shouldn't smoke pot during the day.
That's so cute. You know, all my bear fans say they're like cowboy fans. They say it every year. This is our year. Bears are winning the division. Bears are going to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl shuffle. We're coming back.
Don't day drink. It's just not a good thing. Just saying. So this first 24 hours only, Kor-Drath The Reckoning, special Bud Root cover, black and white, will be coming down in an hour and a half. So in an hour and a half, this bad boy is down, and then you'll only be able to get it in the Get It All tier or the Barbarian bundle, which just collects all 5 of the actual graphic novel covers. Now, I mean, if it was me, gotta be honest, I'd be kicking it up to the Get It All because that comes with the oversized artist edition, black, white, and raw. That is bigger than a comic book, heavier paper. It's going to be hardback, and it's going to showcase the black and white line art scanned directly from my art in full color. So I would jump on that one.
You get the regular edition, you get the black and white edition, you get the wraparound cover, you get Bud Roots, and then the black, white, and raw. That's a lot of great stuff.
That's right. And then, of course, there's always the limited edition T-shirt. They're going pretty good. We got 10 of the 10 there and 4 down here for the larger sizes claim. So that's awesome. Get yourself a head sketch. I usually, 6 out of 10, 4 slots left for a head sketch. So get yourself a head sketch. That is true because I don't sell my art. That's the closest you're going to get.
That is right.
And 6 out of 10 of the figure sketch commissions are gone. So there's 4 of those to go. And the way that works is when it's time for those to be drawn, I shoot you an email. I ask you to give me a list of 3 characters, and I pick one of the 3 because I still like it to be a surprise, but I'm not going to be like, I'm drawing whatever I want. Nope. I want you to have a choice. So you give me a list of 3. I pick which one. Boom. Right back to you with the character. It's a surprise. Become a character. 0 out of 4 claimed. That's cool. It's $400. I get it. You do get 4 copies of the book. So you're not just getting 1 copy. You're getting 4. So you keep 1 for yourself, give 3 to your friends and relatives and say, yo, look at me. I'm in a graphic novel. That's word. Right. And I got dialogue. So do that too. Randy, look at that. I picked up the Get It All package. There's another cover A for my reader. Thank you so much, Randy. Thank you all. I mean, sincerely, this first 24 hours, which it hasn't even been, I came on early because at the 24-hour mark, I'll probably be eating dinner and getting ready for the Brofessionals tonight.
On the Bros.
And Brofessionals is on Art to Bear's channel. Got another question here. Agent Cub, how much room does your original art take in your studio? None, because it's in my closet. Ha ha! Boom, boom. I should do stand-up. But seriously, I've got these pull-out drawers like that. You know, if you go to Walmart, you'll see like, I don't know, it's about maybe 3 feet high. And it's just a plastic bin that has 3 drawers to pull out. And each drawer will fit a comic book page, you know, bigger than a comic page, no problem. So I've got those stacked up, and when I stand next to it, it's a little taller than me. So I've got a stack of my original art that's taller than me because I did stop selling my stuff back in like 95, I think. So I sold it for the first few years of my career and then stopped selling it. And I've even been known to go on eBay every now and then and search. And if I find a piece of my art, I will buy it back because I'm a lunatic at your door. And I'm buying my art back as much as I can because, well, I didn't rhyme. Whatever. The only word I could think of to rhyme with door was whore, and it didn't make sense with my song. So forgive me.
You're such a bore.
Oh, damn it, Dennis. Why are you not jumping in and singing with me?
Because then I'd be on the floor and there would be gore.
having to crawl to the door to go downstairs and get yourself a nice, crispy, ice cold Coors.
Coors? Oh my God, they don't even say it like that out in Colorado.
And then you could sit back in your chair in your studio, take out your old album from The Doors.
Oh my God. But then it becomes ancient history where it becomes lore.
Oh, damn.
And then you'd be saying, Dennis, why don't you rap some more? And then I said, quoth the Raven, nevermore, nevermore.
No.
Or is it Eleanor?
Do you know how many pages you've drawn over your career? You know, it'd be easy if I was on a monthly book for most of my career, because usually I can usually draw 10 issues a year. So, but I haven't done that on average over 31 years. On average, I've probably drawn, because I did inking as well. So I don't know, let's say 8 or 9. So let's say 8 issues a year. For easy math, that's 20 pages. That's 160. 8 times 20 is 160. Times that by 10. I don't know, maybe with all the little things here and there, throw in First Man and stuff like that, 2,000 maybe, which seems like a lot. But then when you look at guys like John Byrne, who would do like 60 pages a month in his heyday, you realize. So maybe 2,000, I don't know. Oh, we want you to tell us some more Kor-Drath lore. Dennis, we haven't done that. How about explain the story of Kor-Drath to our listeners? And I will stop.
That would be a great idea.
Yeah, give them the rundown, Dennis.
This is an absolute wonderful story of 2 star-crossed lovers from different tribes. There's 11 nomadic tribes. So I'll give you a little history that's not up on the page. So there's 11 tribes. Some of them are nomadic. I mean, if you think of tribes, in the winter, they tend to move south. But there's nomadic tribes. They have ancestral burial grounds, and they really tie in this world to their ancestors. Unlike if you guys tend to think of like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff and religion and stuff, these tribes don't really deal with that, because it's all about their ancestries and their burials and stuff like that. So anyway, they are out on a mission, and they return, and his entire tribe's been wiped out. We know that there's undead involved. It's really cool. You'll get introduced to our villains, which are the Necro Knight, which is amazing, and then you'll get to meet his steed Hellfire, along with Lilith, who's the succubus. And there's all part of this big plot. They've wiped out his tribe, and now he wants revenge. He needs to. He's the last surviving member. So, hence the tale. This is where our star-crossed lovers go to basically seek revenge and find out what's going on in the world around them. But then they find out they are but pawns in a much bigger game. So, what is this game, and what can they do?
Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. It is cool. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, if you like He-Man, if you like Sword and Sorcery,
Conan.
Conan, of course. I mean, that's, Conan, of course. You will like this book. Trust me. So definitely get it. Definitely get it. Oh, by the way, I realized after, if you watched any of the Ethan King's show last night, we were talking about a creator, Scott Kurtz, and I woke up to find out I was blocked by him today. So, what are you going to do?
There is no riddle of steel. But, whenever you start dealing with, barbarians and tribes, it's completely different. This whole thing takes place, and I know privately, a lot of you guys have been messaging me. You want to find out about the magic in the world, some of the concepts. This does take place in, it's actually a world that I created. Matter of fact, let me show you something.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we love show and tell.
I'll show you something you guys have never seen. This is my very first.
Hold on. You're not showing that birthmark, are you? Nobody wants to see that.
No birthmark.
Okay.
Guys, this is my original hand-drawn map that I probably drew in, I don't know, probably the mid-90s. So this was one of the world. This was my first map. This is definitely not what it looks like today, but this was literally my first drawing. I still have it, of the world that I created. And it's many iterations. And the name of the world is going to be the Shattered Reach. See, Agent Cub wants to see the birthmark.
Stretch goal that map, Turner. You know, there could be a map of the Kor-Drath realm. That is not what it's called. I just said that. In the making. You're not going to show it, are you?
Oh, no. I am not showing anything.
What? Stop that. Stop that. So there could be a Kor-Drath map in the making. By the way, picked up. We are at 505 backers. Thank you all so much. Less than 1,000 away from 40,000. I know we can do it. Share the link. Spread the word about Kor-Drath. We've got an hour and 15 minutes to get this to 40,000. Let's do it. Smokey says, I think DNA should get a Kor-Drath chest tattoo. Smokey, you and I, great minds think alike. Dennis was actually telling me that if we crack 100, he'll get that big lion tattoo on his right pec, just like Kor-Drath has.
Huh. We were talking about that. Wow. I guess I must have been drinking a lot of bourbon, Star Trek, James C. Kirk bourbon, because I don't remember this conversation.
Son of Liberty says, Kurtz blocked me for asking what cons he was going to go to so I could tweet them pointing out he ghosted on Kickstarter and scammed. Really? His Kickstarter earned $120,000 and he never fulfilled it? Holy crap. I could never, ever.
Wow, that's a piece of information I did not know.
No. Let's see. Slark 20, how complete is that map? No show and tell, but it's complete. We'll give you that.
By the way, because I had to take it from this thing, which is really old, and I actually had to learn mapping software, which, I'm getting old, people. Getting old. But I did. I actually got mapping software and recreated the map with everything that I wanted on it. So, yeah, it's been a project.
Wow, supposedly Kurtz's campaign, 4 years unfulfilled. Gross. Oh, well, that's another one. So at 75,000, Dennis is going to start growing his hair. Well, he grows it every day, but he will not get a haircut until the campaign's over. So it'll be nice and long. And then at 75, he said he would do the Kor-Drath haircut.
Oh, you know what? Here's what we could do, Andy. If we hit 100,000 in this campaign, I would. Now it'll take a while. I would grow my hair out. Now my kids and wife would both say Dad would look like an old hippie because I've got so much gray, an old gray-haired hippie. But I would grow it out if we hit 100,000, and I would keep growing it until I finished writing the second book, and then we launched that one. So how's that? I could grow my hair long again.
You could. I mean, I could technically grow my hair long too.
The average person grows hair about a half an inch a month. I typically grow mine faster than that. Just saying, we have to think these things out. Plus, I'm a really hot individual. Having short hair is much better for my cooling system.
I've never heard such a less humble brag in my life. By the way, I don't know if you're looking at me, but I'm a really hot individual. Wow.
I haven't even seen Zoolander in a while.
Wow. I just, no humbleness there. Just look at me. I'm a hot individual.
Good night, Val. Thanks again for everything.
Yep. Take it easy, man. Good night. Thank you. All right. Let's see. I'm looking at something here.
Well, that wouldn't be a Kor-Drath haircut because my hair's not that long now. It's already shorter.
No, but if you grow it,
Oh,
that is what he's saying.
I did,
boy.
and I think we might be showing it on the show on the show tomorrow. I used to have a mullet. Matter of fact, I'll tell you the story tomorrow in case you guys don't make it.
I'll tell you the short end of the story. Dennis used to have a mullet, and then he realized that he wanted to get laid, so he cut it off.
Incorrect. Nothing of that was true. Typical Andy story. I actually walked in with, all right, so it was a hair salon. That's where my mom always took me, right? And I walked in with a comic book. And what was the comic book, you ask? It was Long Shot. And I walked up to the lady and I said, this is what I want my hair to look like. And she goes, I've been doing this for 25 years. I have never in my life had somebody walk up with a comic book and say they wanted that until now. And I did. I grew my hair out and got my mullet. Thank you, Long Shot. You were the reason for this haircut that you will see tomorrow. I will dig those pictures up. I have them.
He even walked in and said, no, I want my hair like Long Shot. And I used clear packing tape to tape my two fingers together so I have his fingers too.
No, she wouldn't have understood that. And no, hopefully my eye will be fixed by itself.
Once you reach a stretch goal, you should make Dennis have to sit down and watch the Star Trek V.
No. So notice, you guys did know, for those of you, I just watched my 4K, including director's cut, Star Trek 1, 2, 3, 4, and Star Trek 6 director cut just came in. Finished watching that. Notice what number wasn't said. 5. 5. So if we hit 100,000, I have to grow my hair. What? You're gonna make me watch Star Trek 5 by like 150,000? Because I'm serious. I won't watch it. Even my wife won't watch that. Sorry, Shatner. That was just terrible. That's like watching the last 3 Star Wars movies. Oh, why would I torture myself that way?
Is he? I don't know. Is that true, Dennis?
It probably is technically true by today's standards about how, what. But yeah, but he was still a really cool character. For having the worst abilities in the entire Marvel universe, they made him fun.
They did.
That would make a great Christmas present for yourself.
What?
And we would roast our marshmallows. By the way, that name has stuck since that movie came out. My kids say marshmallows, I say marshmallows, and my wife says marshmallows. So something did come out of that movie.
It's funny. You always can tell somebody that's a fan of that movie at the strip club because the dancer comes up and she's like, would you like to touch my marshmallows? Here, you can put $1 right between them. And I'm like, nah, I know what you watched.
Star Trek 4 Voyage Home is the Whales. Has nothing to do with Star Trek 5.
You tricky girl.
What does God need with a starship?
Exactly. Nothing. That's what. Not a damn thing. Not a rootin' tootin' damn thing. All right, let me see something up here real fast. So guys, go check out the campaign just to show things a little bit larger. Oh yeah. Kor-Drath, there it is. He's coming. You can get yourself the wraparound cover. Dennis sitting bent. Oh.
Yeah, see, now we're just talking torture here. I've already watched it.
This goes away in an hour and 6 minutes. It's available first 24 hours. Budroot line art edition cover. Of course, his full color cover is always up there. Grab yourself a metal as heck looking metal as hell Kor-Drath looking t-shirt while you're at it. Beautiful artist edition book. So go grab something from the campaign. Let's get the 40,000. We're less than $1,000 away.
Do you know why God would need a starship, AJ?
I don't.
Because
why?
he lost it in a poker game to Lando Calrissian or Han Solo, depending on your point of view.
Randy, I pray every night that you are correct. 6 figures, young lady. That's what we're trying to get this campaign to. I have full faith in this campaign. This is going to be some of the best work. Every artist says that. And seriously, I put my all into First Man. I am now fully focused on Kor-Drath. When I work on a project, a little behind the scenes baseball, I really do like to have influences of stuff around me. When I work on superhero stuff like First Man, I have some of my favorite superhero artists and their work around me as inspiration. Working on Kor-Drath, all that stuff is put aside. I've got John Buscema Conan stuff as inspiration, Barry Windsor Smith Conan stuff. I've got Lord of the Rings books. I've got toys for inspiration. I just like having stuff like that around to really, really get me in the atmosphere and the mood. So if someone backs 10K, will you do a paste up on the cover and replace the dead monster head with a backer's face? AJ, if you want that, you drop down your 10K and we'll make it happen. So there you go.
See, that's a compliment. That is
a compliment.
She's got charisma, so that is a good thing.
The t-shirt. Thank you, Joshua. Let me click on.
Awesome.
There you go. I agree with you. So here's the thing. I don't disagree with that. I think that Budroot Dan Lawless art is fantastic. The campaign has to go further along and higher up. And the reason I say that is because t-shirts of that, because it all comes down to print color. The thing I really like about the t-shirt that's up there now, that St. Clair, they're the company, they do all the design work. And so I sent them a lot of artwork in full color and black and white. And that's the design they came back with when I told them what I kind of was looking for. And I loved it. And it's nice, simple 4-color design. The Budroot Dan Lawless one would be 10-color print job, which isn't out of the question. That's what the First Man shirt was. So, maybe in a couple weeks, I'll send over that artwork to St. Clair, see if they can work something up. If we like what they work up, I've got no problem adding something like that to the campaign. So I'm not ruling it out.
But it would be more because you're dealing with a 10-color shirt.
It just depends on what it comes back as. So the current t-shirt, you damn right it does. Oh, yeah.
It is metal. By the way, we listened to you guys. One of the things when we redid our video, you guys were talking about how you all thought that everything had a metal feel. You thought the music needed to be metal. So what did we do? We listened to you and we're like, they're kind of right. Metal. So we went and changed that. Look at that t-shirt. So it's got a metal vibe, and it does. And it rocks.
It certainly does. It certainly. Oh, look at this. This is cool. Let me I'll have to let me see if I can. Let's see. I just want to save something that Mike Barron just sent me. I'll just save it there. Let's see how this looks if I open it up. Mike Barron just sent me this nice little graphic they put together. It has a nice canvas texture to it. Like I said, 11 a.m. tomorrow, we will be on the Barron Earl show at 11 a.m. That looks pretty cool, a canvas like that, I must say. Especially with Dan's snazzy colors and stuff. And in the background is another artist named Nanjan Beery who did those colors. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's 11 o'clock tomorrow. We will be there. Let me close that. I thought that was cool. And Joseph wants to know, is that Conan helmet from Arnold Conan beside you?
It is a Barbarian helmet. I wore this yesterday for the launch. It's way too hot. I couldn't even wear this at like any festival or fair. It's just too much. But I wore my Viking barbarian helmet yesterday, and Dan Lawless, he came on the stream with his, only his horns were down. So we were from opposite tribes.
His were
But it was pretty
down.
cool. But yes, that is.
Son of Liberty says, you were talking about shot glasses earlier. I think a pint glass feels more Kor-Drathy. I don't disagree with that. And I have no problem trying to find a Google search, do a Google search, I should say. I know where to go for the shot glasses, but I don't have a problem looking for a quote for a pint glass. It's just, comes down to how many, the lowest amount you have to get printed, because it's not like you can just get one done. There's a minimum order, and then seeing what we'd have to put them up for in the campaign is retail. Because I agree, I think a pint glass is more Kor-Drathy. So we'll have to look into that. We will have to look into that. But as of now, guys, there's an hour left to get. I'm going to show it one more time because we're going to be signing on out of here. There's an hour left. First 24 hours only. 1 hour to go. 23 hours in for the Kor-Drath black and white Budroot variant cover. Go back this campaign now. If you like sword and sorcery and high fantasy, high T as in testosterone, blood will spill. Go check it out. Back the campaign. You will not be let down. And guys, Dark Side Darren says backer 457. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know if he's just throwing it out there or he just backed. Let's.
What is best in life? To troll your enemies, to see them butthurt before you, and to hear their lamentations of their followers.
What do you got to go butthurt for? God, good Lord, you're just turning the stream dirty now.
Oh, Andy, you do that every single time. It's
like Steven says, not for the soy of heart. Guys, thank you for joining us on this 24-hour experience. We'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Once again, Baron and Earls, 5 p.m., Dennis and Andy show. That Star Wars girl, Anna, the delightful young lady, will be on the show with us. 9 p.m., Billy Tucci's channel tomorrow night, and 7 o'clock on Art to Bear's channel for the professionals. And we will catch you guys later.
It is a busy couple of days, everybody. Make sure you guys subscribe. I posted the link down for the Dennis and Andy channel, so you guys can follow us on there as well. And boy, we'll be seeing a lot of you over the next couple of days.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. And seriously, thank you all for your support. Please, if you've already backed it, keep sharing it.